Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to talk about the 6 steps to changing careers. You know, career changes are not that hard. It really just takes a little bit of planning. Did you know on average people hold 5 to 7 different careers during their lifetime? And you know what? That number's increasing. People want variety in their life. They want to try new and different things. So here are some facts that may surprise you about changing careers. 87% reported being happy or happier after making that career change. 72% that they felt like completely new people afterwards from making that change. 65% reported that their stress levels dropped considerably. And 50% saw an increase in their income, and 18% said that their income stayed about the same. Now, there really isn't any reason why your income should drop. You're increasing your skill sets to make the change, and you've got a lot of transferable skills that you take with you into a new career. You know, workers change careers for a myriad of reasons. Some decide that their current lines of work are bad fits for their skills and personalities. Others need a higher salary potentials to achieve their life goals. No matter what your motivation is, it is so much easier than you think, but it does take good planning to make the leap. This video will talk about the 6 practical steps that you can start today to make that change and do it with confidence. I've changed careers 5 times myself throughout my life, and I've been very successful in each change. And I'm going to share some of those secrets with you today and give you tips around how to make this change happen. You know, the biggest challenge truly is just deciding what is your next career. Hello, my name is Dawn Casey. With over 20 years of leading human resource departments and recruitment function, I help people with their career challenges, changes, and of course questions. This is the Career Rescue Coach YouTube channel. What makes this channel a little different is that I've advised many employees over the years on all these topics that I talk about on this channel. And I've experienced a lot of these things myself and have had great success in my career. So thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe and push that bell. Let's get into our topic and find out, how do we change careers? You know, changing careers is not as difficult as it may seem. You know, I hear a lot of talk, I read a lot of articles, and I see a lot of people talking online about, you know, changing careers. It truly is not that hard. What is a little challenging is figuring out what you want to do next, and there's certainly ways to do that, you know. And I tell you, in an ever-increasing number of different career choices out there, you know, why should we stay in one career? Why not try a multitude of careers? There is nothing wrong with that. We are multidimensional people. So, did you know that 30% of the total workforce will now change jobs every 12 months? Because people don't want to feel stuck in their jobs. You know, it's not the days of our grandparents where they would work at a job for 30 years. Those days are completely gone. So, in making this change today, it can be done very easily and in 6 steps. I personally have changed careers 5 times, and these are the same steps that I used and followed myself and had a lot of success with. So, let's start with number 1. Number 1, assess your interests. You know, this is a step that I think is the hardest initially because people don't quite know where to get started, but a person needs to assess their interests and determine what fields that they like to target next. I find that a lot of people do have an idea of what fields they'd like to target. You just have to take some time and really explore that. You know, there's a lot of career assessments online today. You know, in fact, a quick Google search will reveal a ton of free assessments. And Monster.com wrote an article that I think is just great, and so I'm going to put that link right here so that you can copy it down real quick. I would recommend spending a week taking assessments and narrow your list down to 5 good careers. Often people, like I said, have an idea of what direction they'd like to go in, but maybe what you need to do is you have to explore what other positions are within that field, so you want to take your time in looking those up. Focus on what skills you like using in your current job. Maybe you want to use those. But a lot of times we have other skills out here, maybe more creative skills that we'd like to use in a different way. And so you want to take some time exploring what skills you like using, what skills are you tired of using, and what skills would you like to use that you haven't been using. I tried a few different careers in my life, and some lasted longer than others, and I have to say they were all good though, because it got me closer to what I did and did not like. And that's okay. We're not going to be successful at every single career, and but it will get us closer to what we really love, and that's the point. Number 2, research your top 5 jobs or careers. This is where the fun begins. Open up an Excel spreadsheet and add the following columns: skills needed, current skills; salary range, education needed, current education; skills needed, and then a comment box. The first thing to do is research the skills needed for each position that you're interested in. Gather those skills by doing a simple Google search, and then enter those skills into the skills column. Next, look at your own resume and plug in your current skills. Look at some of the sample resumes out there on jobs just like yours, and then plug in any other additional skills that might be missing. Then, to find the salary range, you're going to plug in the name of the position followed by pay scale and the city and state. An example is Human Resource Generalist, pay scale, Boise, Idaho. Now, pay scale will pull up an overview of the position, and most importantly, the pay scale or pay range. Be sure it's dated for this year. Copy the pay scale down into the salary range column. Next, Google education needed for each position and enter that into the education column. Then, plug in your own education into the current education column. Lastly, compare the skills needed to your current skills, see what is needed. Also compare the education needed to your current education, and make notes in the comment section. You now have a picture of what is needed to take your very next steps. Spreadsheets are a great way of looking at data, but the good thing is now you have a much clearer picture of what you need to do and how you're going to proceed. Number 3, select your next career. Now it's time to select your next career. You need to just focus on the one out of the 5 careers you've listed. Just select the one that you think is the most viable option, the one you're most excited about or passionate about. Make your decision not just on salary. Make sure it speaks to you and it's something that you can get excited about. It's so easy to make a decision based upon salary, but please don't do that. It will not make you happy in the end. I've done that once. I actually took a position based upon both the title and the money, and I'll tell you what, it was a disaster. I will never do that again. Always make the decision with your heart and what makes you excited and passionate. Number 4, research the critical skills and education needed. Now that you have narrowed it down to just one job, one career, take a look at the education and skills that are needed a little bit closer. Did you know that skills for new jobs could be acquired in as little as 3 to 6 months? And then you can move on to the next job. Now, there's no reason to spend a lot of money acquiring these skills. There are a lot of really cool online options like Udemy, Coursera, lynda.com, LinkedIn, Skillshare. So think outside the box. There's a lot of resources out there. Some jobs may require certification of some sort. Take a look at what types of guides are out there, who offers and supports those certifications, and of course, how long it takes to prepare and take that certification. Explore the continuing education at universities. This is a really great option. At most universities, they offer this continuing education, and they offer really great skills classes and very specific classes and certifications as well for at a fraction of the cost at a normal university. Continuing education classes are usually so much better to pursue. I'm a big fan of these. Now, typically even to earn a certification at a continuing education institution, it's only about 4 to 5 classes. You can do that, and the classes are reduced in time. They're not like a quarter. They're typically like over the course of 2 or 3 weeks. Now, community colleges offer a lot of inexpensive classes. Don't discount them. Even if you have a bachelor's degree already or a master's degree, this is a great way to get some skills very inexpensively. Technical colleges also offer a lot of great certification courses as well as some single basic classes. One of the best educational experiences I had was at a technical college. I started out my career this way, and it was the first college experience that I had, and I have to tell you, it was one of my best and it was so positive, and they were just great people. So don't forget about your technical colleges. Number 5, put together a coursework plan and register for classes. Now, putting together a plan ensures that you'll get the work done and you'll stay on schedule. So you want to set out specific dates and times that you'll work on this coursework. Determine the end date and work backwards and set some milestones to meet as well. Schedule breaks so that you don't wear yourself out, especially if you're juggling a full-time job. I know how hard that can be. Consider obtaining an accountability partner outside of your family, because your family will let you off the hook, but someone outside your family probably won't. So get someone that will hold you accountable so that you can ensure success. Number 6, it's time to update your resume and LinkedIn profile with your classes and those skills that you've acquired. Once you've taken the coursework and updated your skills, it's time to update everything. Be sure to list all the classes and any certifications that you've received in your skills section and in your profile overview. Make sure that your LinkedIn profile gets to an all-star status, and it does give you some guidance as to what you want to fill in to get it to that level. Now, in some instances, you may have already been performing some of the duties that you'll be performing in your new career. As an example, I used to work as a supervisor manager in a call center, and I led groups or teams of people, and I did a lot of HR related work, and I knew I wanted to go into human resources. So what I did was I listed a lot of the human resource related duties that I did in my job and let the other duties kind of go back more in the background. And so by rewriting my resume in this way, it really brought those human resource duties out, and was a very, very, very helpful in showing that I understood human resources. Now, if you think you're in this situation, look at those skills that you use currently and those that needed for the new position, and kind of, bring those forward again, those things that you think will be needed in the new position, and just make those really shine. Okay, so I remember a time when I was going from a legal assistant position to a marketing career. And I had spent about a year taking marketing courses at a community college for that type of role. And so I updated my resume with those classes and skills that were associated with that type of position in my resume. And so I then began applying for positions, and I applied for 2, and I did indeed get a marketing coordinator position. It's all about having a good attitude and having confidence, but also about writing down those transferable skills, those skills that you use today that you'll use in your new career, right? All right. Final tips. Consider taking on a side gig. As you're taking classes, consider taking on a side gig in the field you're preparing to change to. Advertise on Craigslist or on one of the gig platforms like Fiverr.com. Interview people in your new career field. Go and interview people, talk to people, reach out to your contacts, see if they know people in that field, so that you get a good idea of what to expect. Don't forget to stick to your plan, avoid getting off track, stick to your career coursework, get it done, stay focused. You may need to move. Be okay with having to relocate. To get that perfect job in your new career, be willing to move and relocate somewhere else. Don't take a job for money. I've said this before. Be sure to measure all the attributes of the new job, not just salary. Make sure it's what's going to make you happy, not what pays the most. Now, always, always, always negotiate for benefits and salary in your new position. Never accept the first offer. Always ask for more. And then, of course, find mentors in your new job. When you do get that great new career, that new job, and you start, be sure to look around for people that will help you grow and learn faster in your new career. Here's a funny slide about changing careers. Know that it may take a little bit of time, but it will be so worth your time, and you'll be so glad that you did it. Now, we've talked about deciding upon careers and that being the hardest step, but the next 6 steps, so easy, so doable. You can do this. All right, so with a little bit of commitment and perseverance, changing careers can be accomplished. You can absolutely do this. Thank you so much for being here, and please don't forget to subscribe and push the bell. Be sure to check out the Career Rescue Coach Facebook page for great articles and, of course, questions answered. Be sure to share your comments below, as I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much. My name is Dawn Casey as a Career Rescue Coach, and remember, change your job, change your life. Thanks so much and have a great week.